when you're actually really nervous to film a video because you don't want to die. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Andrea. So today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories. Hi, I'm pretending to be Shane Dawson and Mandela effects. I wanted to make this video for a very long time, but I just feel like this stuff is so overplayed here on YouTube, but it's something I am so obsessed with. Like, ask anybody that I know personally in real life, minus the Illuminati, because I'm terrified. I don't want to die. This is one of the reasons I did not want to make this video. God forbid. I'm going to stay away from that many conspiracy theories and keep it more Mandela effects, because I feel like that's a safer route. God forbid that, like, the Illuminati tries to kill me. Like, all I am saying is, think about it. It'd be so easier to get rid of somebody like me than somebody like Shane Dawson or all these bigger YouTubers who talk about these because they're so big and so known that it would be sketchy. If, like, something happened to them, like, it would be so obvious. But, like, me, I'm, like, a nobody. So, like, if I die, like, they could cover it up so easily and, like, nobody would care. If anything happens to me, I'll better do an autopsy because I'm terrified. If you ask anybody that I know, all I talk about is Mandela effects. But I never wanted to make a video because I was, like, kind of terrified because it's, like, really crazy and insane. And if you're triggered by the Mandela effect, go away. Like, literally, why are you watching this if you're triggered by it? Like, I felt like I was triggered by it at the very beginning, and now I'm obsessed. Like, I don't want you to become me. So if you're terrified, like, you could just go now. But guys, like, this shit is real, and like, it is what it is, but I am terrified. Got all my Mandela effects written down that I've researched. And once again, if you've known any of these Mandela effects, ones you guys haven't heard, like, I've just, like, researched and I've seen certain ones and I'm like, I remember this that way. So there's so many that I've also seen that I'm like, no, like, that was always like that. But once again, it could just be my mind. But there's something I want to talk about. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about Snow White and, like, Berenstain Bears, because we all already know those. I want to say some that are new to me, and I think that they're brand new, but you've probably heard these before. Like, it's the thing. It's everywhere now. So don't tell me that I'm copying so-and-so or that I got this off this website. Like, obviously, I did research. Where do you think I got my research from? The pros, who you've probably already heard about. I adore everybody that I'm going to talk about, so, like, don't come kill me. But, like, the Kardashian-Jenner effect. I know that sounds freaking insane, but, like, they're saying that everybody, if you date a Kardashian or Jenner, like, you turn insane. But then I look at Tyga and he looks perfectly fine for now. But, like, everyone says that, like, that's why Kanye had that mental breakdown, that's why Scott does drugs and, like, alcoholic or whatever. But I feel like he's still doing perfectly fine. And then other people are like, well, that's why Bruce turned into Caitlyn. And it's like, Caitlyn's still doing perfectly fine. So I don't know how much I believe about that. Like, everyone is saying that that's why Rob, like, gained weight. And I'm like, I gained weight and I'm not dating a Kardashian. You know what I mean? Or I'm not a Kardashian. And, like, everything that happened with Lamar because he was married to Chloe, I'm just like, everything makes sense in that one. So I'm, like, breaking that one down that I don't think there's one. Like, I get it. Like, yes, they all went through all these dramatic things, but, like, it could happen to anyone. I know everybody's heard about this one, but I personally need to talk about this because I feel like I have more of, like, a little insight of this. Is Chick-fil-A. Everybody's like, Chick-fil-A, like, the chick is spelled perfectly fine, and no, it was never like that. Like, I specifically remember when Chick-fil-A wasn't as big as it is now. Like, now you see them all over the place, but before it was just, like, small business. They were, like, in some malls. Like, do you guys remember that when they were just in some malls? Like, there weren't stores for Chick-fil-A. Like, they were just in, like, some malls at the food court. Like, there was, like, maybe, like, a couple of them. I specifically remember it being Chick. Like, the whole point is they misspelled it, like, with the little cows. When you would see all these signs and things like that, like, they would misspell it. That was the point. Like, the cows were, like, with the brush, like, oh, we fucked up how to spell this. Like, tell me you guys don't remember this. Like, now Chick-fil-A is, like, this huge franchise and it's everywhere. So my thing is, like, is it because of that? I want to know if that was just where I lived. There was just one little Chick-fil-A in a mall. Like, nobody went there really. Like, it wasn't as bum as it was, but I was obsessed with it back then. I remember being C-H-I-C. Like, that's it. There was never no K. I don't remember the K. The K was never there. Like, the whole point was that the cows didn't know how to spell it. Like, oh, we're not being eaten. Only the chickens are. Like, I'm gonna leave, like, the newer ones towards the end, though, so in case some of you guys are like, bitch, I've heard all these before, you haven't heard some of these, hopefully. Mona Lisa smiling. Okay, this one is because personally it affected me. Mona Lisa does not smile. Like, now this bitch got a glow up. She has a glow up. She smiles. She's happy. In, like, middle school and elementary school, I hated taking my picture because I just didn't like my teeth. Like, my teeth were really bad. So when I would smile, I would literally just play this for my ID. And, like, I specifically remember that the lady who was taking our picture, she was like, oh, stop smiling like Mona Lisa. Like, that's not a smile. You look mad just like Mona Lisa. So it's like, and just, like, everybody in general would always say that to me because I hated smiling as a little kid. Like, even now sometimes I don't smile as I'm smiling while I'm saying this. Great. I don't smile as much as people like, okay, like, but nobody says that to me anymore. And it's not like that I became this happy person because I still don't smile sometimes. But, like, I specifically remember that this bitch had a bitch face. Like, Hannibal Lecter never says, hello, Clarice. But you know you've seen movies, everything that says that. Like, literally, here it is.
Good morning.
That's all he says. That's all he says. But you know, you've watched shows. Literally, Vampire Diaries just did this a couple of weeks ago where Kai and Caroline are talking and he's like, hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
And there's been so many movies, so many shows, so many everything who like replays that, and that's where they get it from this movie. Like, you literally watch so many movies and they'll be like, hello, Clarice. Like, it's just a thing. Like, they're just doing that to make fun of this, you know what I mean? So for that to never exist, and people always say that, and that reminds me so much of like the Luke, I am your father, when he just says, I am the father. How do you get hello, Clarice to good morning? Like, that doesn't even rhyme. There's what do you even mean? Back when I was in school, the lunch that we had, chicken leg, and we had this class spread after lunch. So sometimes people would take their food into there, and like our teacher was super laid back, like she didn't care. You guys remember the portrait of King Henry eating the turkey leg? Do you guys remember that? Like, tell me you guys remember that. Like, I feel like people used to play around, like they'll get a turkey leg, like, I'm King Henry, like, here's my turkey leg. Are you ready for this? He never had a turkey leg in his hand. He's holding gloves. Of all things, he's literally holding a pair of gloves. Like, that doesn't even make sense. It looks like the perfect spot to hold a turkey leg. Like, what do you mean he's holding gloves? Like, that makes no sense. The more I see the picture, I'm like, well, it like wouldn't make, like, why would you want to hold a turkey leg while taking a picture? But it's like, I remember this. Forrest Gump, about like some kind of chocolate thing. What does he say? Say it out loud right now. You probably said life is like a box of chocolates. He said life was.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. Life was like.
Was. Where do you get a was? Life is like a box of chocolates. I need to sit down and talk to Tom Hanks, and I need to be like, yo, how do you remember it? Like, when do you guys think Muhammad Ali died? Like, honestly, like, even if you now know this because you've talked about conspiracy theories and like Mandela effects and things like that, like, when do you think Muhammad Ali died? He died last year, 2016. I remember him dying like a couple of years ago. The same thing as the whole like Mandela effect, where it comes from about Nelson Mandela and just like how a lot of people remember him dying in prison and like how he didn't. Like, it's crazy how so many people can remember things, because it's not like I go around, I'm like, Nelson Mandela died this day, Muhammad Ali died this day. Like, it's not like people just go around and talk about those things unless they actually happen. So it's not like you can just make things up. That's why it like freaks me out even more, if that makes sense. Like, it's not something that you're just like, hey, spread this around. Like, nobody does that. It just like makes you freak out. Like, have people make time machines coming from the future, like change shit up, and you're just like imagine like waking up one day and like you're missing a sibling or like a child. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, somebody went back into time and undid that. Like, I don't know, it's just so freaky. This one blows my mind because literally I made this whole thing where I was like, oh, Arthur, like, nobody knows who he is, but they're using that meme of him, like, with the thing, like, fist that he's, like, angry. I used to be such a huge fan of Arthur. Like, I was obsessed. When you see me walking down the street, everybody lent to me. I'm not gonna sing it because I'm not a singer. But Muffy, Arthur, DW, Buster, even the principal, the bulldog one, like, I knew everybody. I specifically remember the show being canceled when I was little and, like, watching reruns of this show. Y'all are about to be so mind effed right now that you're not even gonna believe what I'm gonna tell you right now. Arthur is still a thing. There is still new episodes running today. What? What do you mean? Like, I specifically remember the show ending when I was little, and when I heard this one, I was like, I need to talk about this. This one mind blows me because if you follow me on Snapchat, about like 3 weeks ago, I think, I was singing the Sabumafoon theme song. But when I was like looking it up, like, I was typing it out and it like wouldn't show up, and it kept telling me that I spelled it wrong, and I was like, no, I didn't. How do you guys spell Sabumafu? This is how I would spell it, and I hope this is how you guys spelled it. This is how it's spelled. What do you mean, Zobumafoon? Like Zo. What do you mean? This one blows my mind so much, and I actually hate this one because I was obsessed with Sabumafoon. So yeah, that is all for my Mandela effects in this video and like conspiracy theories. Don't kill me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video, and let me know if you guys want more of these. I just wanted to do one because I just wanted to talk about it. I'm sorry if you guys have heard these a million times, 10 million times. If I didn't give you any new Mandela effects, I am completely sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if I should do more conspiracy theories and like Mandela effects. I can do some conspiracy theories if I like don't get murdered. Like, I'm scared. We'll see how this rolls out if I'm still alive in like a week. Yeah, I'll talk to you pretty faces in the next one. Bye.